Good morning. I sought the Bird of Bliss, and she flew away. I sought my neighbor's good, and she came my way. Yeah, that's what the theme of today is about, is service. Welcome if you're new, and if you're a veteran, welcome back. It's Friday, and Fridays and Mondays, they're all the same to me. I'm just grateful that I have the opportunity to work on all these swimming pools. So this is the leaf canister, which has been a challenging pool for me. I was actually going to do my route backwards, but then I didn't want to scare any homeowners by not, what is he doing here at 7? Yeah, it's 7 o'clock. That's how I roll. Let's get back here and check out, let's keep positive, and maybe we have some good results. Okay, so we're back here at the leaf canister, and the trees are getting sparser, and my pool is getting fuller. Now, I can't complain about this, because why? Because the cleaner is in the pool, and we have our new leaf canister. Look, we're brewing some tea in there. That's pretty funny. But yeah, check it out. So they have swim lessons here with about a dozen kids every week. And look at that crystal clear water. And actually what's really remarkable is that there's very little staining. Now when I pick up all these leaves, there's going to be stains underneath all of this stuff. But I cannot complain about this. This is good. And this is all that I feel I deserve in the Poolman's Bill of Rights, right? Got to run the pool 9 to 4, maybe 8 to 4 in the summer if you have a problem pool. You got to keep the water in the pool. Okay? This one does it via its autofiller, which is working. And then we got a cleaner, right? So who could ask for anything more? Well, that's all I'm asking for. Look how happy this pool guy is. So I'm going to get to work. Okay, so here are our chems, and we have a ton, right? So I hit a ton of chlorine, and it doesn't look like really anyone swam this week. Maybe they're on vacation. I haven't really set the dog alarm off, so I'm not really too sure. But yeah, this pool cleans up real nice. I love this little couch here. You could set up a a movie screen or projector or something like that. You just sit there in the summertime and watch a movie. Super cool. Anyway, I was kind of pissed at this guy last week, but see how easy it is to placate me? Let's move on. Okay, here on stop 2 on Friday, our square pool with our perimeter overflow spa. And look at this water. Love the look of the water. Sharky, he needs his Viagra, I guess, but let's see if we can flip him over without tearing my pants. No. Yeah, he's a little inept at the time. He might need replacement, but that's okay. Once again, gestures. I asked the customer, hey, could you put that in? There it is. That's all I can ask. Those are awesome. Yeah, awesome. Like this pool. Look at the water. Holy majoli, it's so nice and crystal clear. I think it has actually achieved mountain spring status. I mean, hello. Woo, it's looking good. Okay, let's take our chems. Okay, so chems are looking good for a pool with a salt cell. Okay, we have, plenty of, new water. We have plenty of chlorine, free and total chlorine. Thank you for asking that question, Eric. Our pH is actually kind of low for a pool that, gets some use, and alkalinity and cyanuric are good. Now, our cyanuric is actually, we got to make sure we pay attention to the difference between low and ideal. That's actually, could look like low to the untrained eye, but there we go. So the cuckoo got blocked the other day, said, oh yeah, those tabs are inaccurate. Don't get so high before you go on your route, and then they're really, really quite effective. Yeah, so I mean, this calcium leaching out here This takes some serious stuff. This is not a product that you buy at Leslie's and it'll go away. This is something that probably needs some sort of media blasting, dustless blasting, whatnot, but just be really careful because those are very aggressive, and you paid a lot for all of this material here, so it could be damaged. And then on top of it, you might even be incurring a leak, because you know that's why it's leaching out, because there's water trying to intrude through those grout lines. See, look, it happens all over. And that's not necessarily over chlorination. That has to do with the calcium that's in the water, having to do with the municipality in which we live, right? So we live in San Diego, and there's about 27 or 35 municipalities for the county, and ours is, you know, what we get, and the water quality is what it is. So that will cause that to do that from time to time. And like I said, it's very aggressive, and you're not going to get it off with just a chisel or a nail file or a 3-inch chlorinating tablet. Okay, I feel really super good about this. So you saw the chems, we had 3,000 salt. So yeah, that's low. I'm not going to add any salt on a day where it still, we might get some rain. I kind of doubt it. That's what the meteorologist said, but you can't trust those peoples. Yeah, look at the Hayward 2-wheel drive pool cleaner, kind of spinning himself, riding himself. Yeah, I cannot complain. Look at the quality of the water. There's an aggressive return over there by the stairs. We have another one over here, and there's you know, one over in the corner. We just have really good flow to this pool. Now, this is a family with little pee-pee kids, and to their credit, these little pee-pee age kids don't pee-pee in this pool. I can tell. The ones that do, I know. And this is one where the kids, they don't. So that being said, I have to, you know, and the guy before me, I guess, he really over chlorinated the pool because it needed it. The kids are, you know, the pool gets used. Whether they pee in it or not is not really the issue. Like I said yesterday, if the filter's clean, you know, we should be able to keep up with the pee. Is the pee good? Absolutely not, of course not. But, you know, once again, kids will be kids. So I've been told. Anyway, look at that beautiful mirror finish. I think it's time to move on. So I'm here at Spool XL, and I just got freaking attacked by, I don't know what they are, a little boxer, but mastiff mix. But yeah, Spool XL is okay. We're doing all right. Water looks good. There's a few things in it, but we got the Telsa 90. Yeah, we apparently we like lemon in our tea. But yeah, we'll take all that out and we'll clean it up. Let's take our chems. Okay, so here's our chems. We have, you know, new-ish water. We have tons of chemicals. It's like a 5, not much pH. I'm not going to add any acid. Alkalinity is great, and our cyanuric is slightly low, but that's okay. We don't use any tabs. I think I might throw a little of that cyanuric I mentioned last week. I didn't do that to see how the chemicals would hold, and they're holding really good. Yeah, I feel like I suffered a little bit of trauma here. Anyway, I'm gonna clean this up, and we'll be in and out of here real quick. Hear that sound? Those are the dulcet tones of the Spool XL. Yeah, so I'm hitting it every week with my tile pad, and hey, look at that little white haze is kind of starting to go away eventually. Now the tile is wet right now, so it looks as good as it's ever gonna look. Maybe in a half hour when I leave, you know, it's gonna haze up again, and it probably will. But if I use my tile pad every week, that tile will brighten. And you know what? I won't have to charge the customer anything extra to do that. He'll perceive value, he'll get value, and I'll be stoked. That's what I'm in this for. Let's move on. Okay, you know, I mentioned before that homeowners can be very subversive. And subversive means, for those who don't know, kind of performing actions so you're influencing someone to get someone to do something for you. And apparently they were not happy with how clean the trough is. Why do I know this? Because they asked me, hey, how can we help clean the trough? So that's fine. I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid. I can take a hint. So I wanted to make sure I Telsa-90'd the yeah, I mean, there was a lot of snails and roly-polies in there, so that's what you do. Anyway, you gotta listen. It's the only way you learn. All right, so we're here at the original spool, and yeah, this is the second, I didn't mention it before, this is the second pool. The Infinity pool had one in the trough. One of our mouse friends, or gopher, or mole, or I'm not sure what he is, but he is not alive anymore, whatever he is. So I immediately fished him out. We are going to Telsa-90 the bottom. It is roly-poly city, but first let's take our chems. Yeah, it looks like usage has started. So new water, no chlorine, free and total chlorine are absolutely zero. We have a highish pH, which is like 7, 8, or 8. Our alkalinity is good, and our cyanuric is actually good. So I'm going to Telsa-90. I'm going to add some liquid. Let's check out. I have to add liquid right now to sanitize. Now, once again, plenty of salt to make chlorine. So I didn't call the homeowner like I said I was going to last week, and so this is a must. So now we're going 3 weeks on. This pool has been deactivated basically, and it hasn't been running in God knows how long. Okay, Eric, so you wanted to know, what is the process? How do you troubleshoot? How do you approach the pool? Okay, well, I see the pool. I immediately take my chems. I skim the pool of anything I can. I Telsa-90 the bottom. I did the tile with the tile pad, and then I brushed everything with the nylon brush, right? Not the tickler. We don't need to do that. Use the tickler every time. Tickler's gonna last about a month. So you use the tickler in the corners when we have hints of algae and things like that. Otherwise, use your nylon brush along the flat surfaces. Get any of that white haze that the chlorine leaves, and move on. And be the best pool man next to me. Wow. Okay, so I don't do this channel, so I can kiss and tell, as it were. But the builder of this pool called me yesterday, and he's just like, yeah, what do you think of the pool? It looks great, huh? And I'm like, no, I can't agree with you. Yeah, I think there has been some improvement maybe here along the stairs, or excuse me, this seat, and then yeah, the Baja shelf, whatever. But this blotchiness is just undeniable. And yeah, it was funny. That's why I don't work doing startups anymore, because I find that I feel much better being a consumer advocate, a homeowner advocate. I find that these pool guys are just like, you know, as soon as the check it clears, a lot of them are off into the night. Now, there's some good ones, and that's why I keep mentioning Terra Firma, because these guys just don't go into the night. They've been around for like 40 years, and the more of their pools that I run into, the more I like what I see. Okay, so we're here, not there. So the spa is dirty, and yeah, I actually think that they brightened up the spa with the acid that they added. And that's okay. And let's just check one more thing, which is our trough. So last time we were here, there was no water in the trough, and or just a super couple inches. And yeah, so that's the amount that should be in there. I'm gonna hit it with the Telsa-90. But it was funny, you know, last week I pulled a mouse out of this pool, and the homeowner, he was like, so how do we get rid of them? And I'm like, well, you don't. They kind of, you deal with them as they show up. And well, what can we do? And it's like, nuclear war, I don't really know. Like, they're going to be here long after they were here before us, and they're going to be here long after us. So yeah, anyway, I do feel good about this. The water looks pretty clear, and I imagine there's a little bit of chlorine in here, but I'm gonna get to work. Okay, so we have no chlorine as suspected, right? We've had 1 gallon put in this pool in the last like 3 weeks. The pH is right there. Alkalinity is low, but not too far away. And our cyanuric, surprisingly, is not out of range that much. And of course, new water. So, all right, I'm gonna, before I add any more chemicals, I'm gonna clean it up here, but before I add any more chemicals, I don't know the status of this pool. And as of the way I look at it right now, this is still somebody else's pool, going through a startup. I don't know whether the homeowner got these guys to redrain it and do this. They might have said, oh yeah, we'll redrain it and do it for 20,000 bucks. So, and in which case sometimes homeowners are just like, well, yeah, no, thank you. So anyway, I'm gonna keep cleaning it. And like I said, no chemicals right now until I talk to the homeowner. Okay, I feel good about this, as good as I can feel, as far as my role in this pool currently is. Now this is, like, I just spoke to the homeowner on the phone, and technically this is still somebody else's pool. This is in a startup situation, and the ball is in the builder's court. So anyway, I have brushed every single square inch of this pool, trough, spa, pool, everything, and this is all I can do. I've added no chemicals, and we're gonna move on. Okay, 3 pools to go. We're here at our rectangular pool with the electronic cover with a spillover spa. So it's after 9:30, so we have a spillway program that goes from when the pool starts at 9 to 9:30. And like I've mentioned before, yeah, it kind of purges all the water out of the jacuzzi, or out of the spa. Sorry, jacuzzi is a brand name. Okay, here are our chems. We have new water and plenty of chlorine, and we have low pH because I added some acid last week. We have low alkalinity and low cyanuric. I mean, it's not low, but it's certainly not high. Yeah, anyway, the water looks pretty good, but not as cloudy as I've seen it before. But once again, this pool cleans up really nice and stays clean by itself. Okay, I feel good about this. This is a nice pool, cleans up very nice. Yeah, the pool finish seems to be very even here. I'm always, after I get that done with that last pool, the second infinity pool on Friday, I always like get super hypercritical of the interior finish of the subsequent pools, and this is what I'm doing here. But yeah, this is all really very, very uniform. You know, there's a little different in color there, but everything looks really good. They should be very happy with this plaster job, unlike the last customer. Let's move on. Okay, so this is an example of where communication is paramount. It's so incredibly important to, you know, if you got guys who are the gardeners and they seem to be the bane of your existence, that's okay. You know what? Start talking to the guys. Maybe, you know, if you open a dialogue with these guys and they start to see you as a friend and not somebody who's, you know, an adversary, that is what, you know, you really want. That's the best case scenario. And speaking of that, I just spoke to the gardener here, really nice guy named Marcial, and you know, I'm really concerned about all of these, right? And so when these get cut, these are encroaching on my pool right now, so when these get cut, it's gonna be nastyville. Okay, so we don't like that. But anyway, we talked to the gentleman. He we let him know what we're hoping to do, and you know what, more often than not, those guys are gonna help us out. It's better to, you know, you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. So become friends with these guys if you know what's good for you. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is called growth for a person like me. I've been doing this job since I was 19. Now, not straight through. I had a 25-year career in the movie and TV business. But you know, when I came back here in wherever, I don't know, 2012, and you know, that's it. You got the adversarial relationship with these guys. Don't have that, okay? It is better. What we're here on the planet for is to amass as many friends as we possibly can. And I'm telling you, those guys can make your life a freaking nightmare. So be friends with them. It's just the smartest thing to do. Okay, we're here at our last pool of the day, the Pixel Pool. And yeah, this is what I like. Look at this water. Hey, our Zodiac MX6 is still working. Look at that. I could see the bottom. So beautiful. Now, there's still some staining, but if you were watching last week, I hit every square inch with the metal brush. So yeah, that's just staining. That's gonna probably take some time. It does look like algae for sure. But anyway, I'm really happy with the way the water looks. A testament to the work done by the Pool RX. Now, I left that floater in the spa, okay? There's a reason I do everything I do, okay? And I really don't like it when things get changed, okay? This is my pool. You know, the county might think that this is somebody else's house and pool, but this is my backyard and this is my pool, and I take it very seriously. So when you take out my floater that I'm using to build up cyanuric acid here in the spa, and then it's, you know, you sabotage me, and then it's not doing what I was putting it in here to do. Don't do that. I got a rhyme or reason for everything I'm doing, and you know, it is your pool technically. So if you want to use it and take the floater out, that's fine. Just put it back when you're done. Okay, basically out of here. I feel okay about this. There's still some, you know, stubborn algae there in the deep end, and I am convinced that it is from ducks. Yeah, for show. So, and then also, you know, we had some evidence over there and right along here. So also, this is the customer's cleaner here. This is a Hayward Navigator, which I hate. I have a loaner, which is a Zodiac MX6, and it's been in here for whatever 2 weeks. The homeowner needs to buy their own, so because this is my loaner cleaner, and yeah, but otherwise I feel pretty good about this. Comment below. So yeah, look at the Hayward Navigator, just absolutely doing nothing. Yeah, I know I could probably have less hoses, but then he wouldn't get to the corner. Some dude said like, oh, you got too many hoses. I was like, yeah, you got to have as many hoses to go to the furthest point, bro. Anyway, I love these opinionated pool guys. They seem to know everything. Anyway, yeah, this is working for me, not at all. Anyway, guys, if you got anything out of this video, please give me a like, comment below if you got something to say, and subscribe if you haven't done so. It is free. Guys, it's my honor to work for you. I'm the original swimming pool fiduciary. I'm the Angry Pool Man, and I'll see you on the next video.